The premise of Haunted Mouse sounded really interesting. The execution was alright. This was a 1965 Chuck Jones Tom and Jerry cartoon, and Jerry's uncle has come to visit, and Jerry's uncle is a magician. And he looks the spit of Jerry, except for the fact that he has a bow tie on. So we, the viewer, he also wears a cloak at one point, which I have to say he looks magnificent. So it's very easy to identify which mouse is Jerry and which one is his relative when they're both on screen. But Tom doesn't necessarily know how to identify them. And the magician pulls some tricks and plays some magic tricks on Tom. And I have to say, I think that's where it let me down. I didn't hate it, and I didn't find the magic tricks completely boring, but I feel like they could have done so much with this. And I just felt like it was lacking something. It was lacking the magic. And I feel like they could have tormented Tom in so many other ways. And the things that they did decide to do were kind of average and not that creative and not that interesting. There were a couple here and there, and there were some really nice bits of animation. It's very well animated, that's absolutely the case. But I just feel like they had this really fantastic idea, and the beautiful thing about animation is that you can do anything with it. There are no limits. And I feel like they didn't really exploit that very much. Especially with Jerry's cousin being a magician, they could have done anything, and it just felt a little bit flat. I didn't hate it, as I said. I quite liked the character of Jerry's uncle, and Jerry with his little shopping cart I thought was adorable when he took his uncle's food order and went to pick up the food. I thought was, good fun. There were bits about it that I definitely did like. But as a whole, I just feel like they missed a couple of tricks, really. It's not terrible, but it's certainly not my favourite.